So, a very good morning, dear students. So, the next chapter is natural resources, land, soil, water. The geographical part we have natural resources. Under that, we are going to study about land, soil, and water. Again, coming to this, we are going to learn about land. As I said, various kinds of land forms, that is mountains. What are mountains, what are the uses of mountains, how it is going to be helpful, and the plains, how it is, what is plains and its useful, and the plateaus. So various kinds of land forms, their characteristics we are going to learn. Next comes in land in India, how it is being formed, and layers of the soil, what is soil, types of soil, how the soil is going to be formed, we are going to study, and which are the types of soil present in India, and how do we are going to conserve the soil, how we have to conserve the soil, and also about water in India and conservation of water resources. So in this chapter we are going to learn about natural resources and its meaning, its uses, and conserving, that is protecting, preserving, saving the natural resources we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's see the meaning of natural resources and its kinds. So dear students, as I said, land, soil and water are comes under the natural resources which can be directly used by us, but these resources are not evenly distributed, that is, it is not presented fully equally in all the places of the earth. Although they are closely interlinked, interconnected, and we need all these three to exist, that is land, soil and air, water, or natural resources, but they are not present all on all parts of the earth. They are distributed, they are categorized into certain portions, certain percentages. So in this chapter we are going to read about these resources. So let us look into the land. So as we going to study about the land, so land covers of about 29% of the total surface area of the earth, that is our earth, total area of the earth, surface area of the earth is going to be have presented how many percentage, 29% of the total surface of the area is been covered by land. So it can be a mountains, plains, desert, coastal, any of that kind, but it covers totally 29% of the total surface area of the earth, because remaining 21% consists of water. Okay, so human beings are dependent on land for the most of their requirements. For what? So we living beings, under the limits we comes across animals, plants, human beings. So human beings are dependent on land, of course, for shelter, food, clothing, agricultural, etc. Even the animals are also dependent on the food and shelter, correct? So many of the activities of the humankind depends upon the land. So depending on the type of land that they live on. So land can generally be categorized into three types, they say. Land, types of land they are going to still. That is mountains, plains and plateaus. So these are the three kinds of land they have categorized. So dear students, generally the land we can be classified into three types. One is mountain and the other one is plains and the other one, next one is plateaus. So dear students, we'll see now the how the mountain areas are useful to us. So the first is they act as a natural barrier against the cold and hot winds. Because of this, as it's like a wall, protective wall. It acts as a protective wall for the against the cold and the hot winds which comes from the opposite of the mountains. So towards mountains, whatever the air it is going to be blow, it will going to be act as a wall in protecting the people who are staying in the mountain areas. So next is they help in type of rainfall. Aerographic rainfall is a type of rainfall caused by mountains that force moist air to rise. That means it is not a actual rainfall what we see, that is not the. It contains moistureness in that. It seems to be a rainfall but it is not an actual rainfall. ಮಂಜು ಕೂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಳೆ ಹನಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇನ್ orographic type of rainfall.